is going on, friends, fam? Crazy world we're living in. It's Wednesday, day 10 in a row of the Renaissance Man Show. We're gonna get into it just like we always do. So grab that popcorn, and I'll see you in a minute.
When the wind starts blowing, I'm going to find a way. Some night when the world stops hating, we're going to find a way. And I'll keep waiting until we find that day. Yeah, I'll keep saying, I'll keep playing. Oh, until you meet us one day. Hey. Time to stop the hate. Stop the hate. Let's stop the hate, hey, yeah. It might be late, but let's stop the hate.
It's Wednesday. It's Mark Pires.
I was walking
and it's Renaissance Man.
Looking for another way.
I'm here
to ease my mind,
and help my living. It's a Renaissance Man. It's the daily variety show, Mark Pires Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state. And I'm here with you on day 1010 in a row of the Renaissance Man Show. And we're going to get into it, just like we do every single day, fam. So I hope you guys are ready for an action-packed show. I don't know what we're going to do yet, but I never do. And we get into it every night. We write songs. Every night we wrote 3 songs last night. I was going through them today, and I'm like, are you kidding me? We just keep writing song after song. I'm excited about it. Tomorrow, though, we have a premiere at 1 o'clock. I dropped the link there at the beginning if you guys can give it a little ding the bell situation. Because basically, bottom line is this. Hammerlin Jamison auditioning for Super Mark. You guys never saw that? It's crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Let me bring this down a little. No, Zabrowski, we got another 2 minutes. Can you wait? Or, hey, like, I know you're in such a rush always. You gotta go get the Tercel warmed up? It's not that cold out yet. He's like, I gotta warm up the diesel. You got a diesel Tercel? You're that guy. Oh, what are you driving? I got the original diesel Tercel, the only one they made. They only made one. You got the one of one, huh? Zabrosk. You know, you're always a trendsetter. You know, Zabrowski, you got the one of one, Toyota Tercel diesel edition, and you just carry your Grammys in the back, and you have them in the back window. Like, you know how, like, parents keep the schools that their kids go to in college on the back window? My kid went to Harvard. Zabrowski's got Grammys across the back. People just drive by, they're like, ooh, that guy's a Grammy winner. Tercel. What's that, Joanne? No, you are not up for a Grammy this year. For what? Filing the Zabrowski file? Are you thinking there's a Grammy award for that? You know, Joanne, I've put out 100 and... How many songs? 117 songs so far this year. What have you done? Besides file. And wheeze a lot. And go get a quadruple Bugaboo. We're calling it the Bugaboo these days because we don't want to deal with the chooches over there, you know, the big Tekaroonies. We call them the Tekaroonies because we don't want to deal with the choochers, you know. We're just going to do our positivity show thing. Again, yesterday they hit me with not suitable for all advertisers. I'm like, what the frick could we be doing that's not suitable for all advertisers here? We're writing cool songs live. We're laughing without swearing. It's not suitable for all advertisers. Every freaking night they do that to me. But you know what? We're just going to drive into the light, fam. No, Zabrowski, okay, it's coming up. Oh, God almighty. Guys, he's really pushy. All right, Zabrowski, let's hear it. Give us the yoo-hoo woo-hoo. Woohoo! Gosh, it is good, isn't it, guys? Like, whenever he puts on that in the moment there for the woo-hoo. Transcending. And just saying, that's when we talk about a level up situation. If you look at the title for tonight's show, let's level up. We're here to level up every day because we live in the moment. We make something happen in this moment. And that allows us to take whatever situation we're in, however we're feeling, and forget about it and level up. And I implore you, I really encourage you to do this in your life everywhere you are. Just center yourself and find that jolt of excitement when you realize that, whoa, wait a second, this second right now is powerful. It holds every piece of magic. And we continue to try to see if we can delve in and find new pieces that have never been found before, musically, comedically. And I'm just having a lot of fun with you guys. Like, how much fun are we having here day 10 in a row? Been dropping crazy stuff for you. I kind of want to show you the Hammerlin Jamison clip for tomorrow, but I want you to be excited about it and be there at 1 o'clock for the premiere. But Hammerlin was in rare form, and he auditioned for Supermark. But as you know, he did not get the part because it did not go well at all. Yeah, I'm not sure if you know who Hammerlin Jamison is, but basically, Hammerlin Jamison. I was a newscaster from NBC in '86, and then they fired him when he was drunk on camera and he fell asleep and onto his Mexican pizza. Guacamole, sour cream. He was eating it during the broadcast. They were like, back to you, Hammer. I said you've heard of him. Yeah. Poor Hammer. You know, like, sometimes you're up against it. You know, like your grandfather is the inventor of Jamison, and like you're just, you know, a 9-year-old walking into grandpa's and he's like, sit down, stupid. And you're like, right. And now you got an alcohol problem. You know, or as Christine Seidman said, a markaholic problem. You know, he's a markaholic. You know, as you know, my name has been synonymous in history for all events, all, you know, all influential characters in the past have all been me. You know, I couldn't take the credit, or basically I was, you know, you were all Mandela'd, essentially. It was really a Mark Della situation because, as you know, that was Nelson Mandela. But when we go back in time, we start realizing some of the major events in history that took place because, you know, I was Back to the Future Mark and I'm traveling and doing my thing, you know, getting there, doing it. In fact, I feel like we should do, have I plugged in my, I'm not sure if this, oh, it does have power. All right, let's see. I have a feeling Back to the Future Mark wants to pop in for a chat. I mean, look, he's here. Sometimes we get him for a little while, and you want to take advantage of the situation, you know. And you can't get mad when he decides to come back to the future, from the future to the future past. As you may recall, Back to the Future Mark has the ability to go back, but he can't go into the future beyond where he was born and where he lives currently, which is 2769. When you're in the year 2769, and basically there are 7 people left on the planet, you're one of them. You know, look, they shouldn't have done it. I told them. They went back. I went back to tell them, don't do the boogaloo.
They're like, I'm going to do the boogaloo anyway. Dr. Facce said it's good.
You Dr. the Fudge. Look, put on 19 masks. We're going to tell you to put 19 on. In the year 2769, you have 346 masks on just to go into the food store. If you want to go into the food store in 2769, you need to be vaccinated with it's 67 boosteroos. And then on top of that, you have to have 642 masks on. It's just the way they do it, guys. You need to understand that in the future, they're really careful. Like, you think they're careful now? Yeah, no, in the future, they're dumb. Even like more mental than now. Like, you think they don't pay attention to the science now? Wait to the future when they're like, where's 742 masks? The guy's still breathing and you can see it like coming through his glasses. He still has 700 masks on. Did nothing. He still got at that time they call it bagudouge. It's a new type. It's like, they go through all the, the different Greek letters, and at a certain point, they go into random noises. Like Elon Musk has the idea. He's like, I think what we should do is we should start calling it like after my kid's name. And his kid, as you may recall, his kid's name is pretty mental. It doesn't make any sense. It's stupid. Yeah. In fact, we dropped a bit today you may want to see. I don't know if you want to see this at all, but basically, Elon Musk and his ex-significant other, I guess he's calling it out, but they're having this chat about getting back together. They're going to Mars, but you don't realize this because you may not have been on and around this show long enough. I was taken to planet Mars on a Planet X rocket. Well, that was not intentional. I was doing a newscast. All the way up. And I'm still there, really, like in one of my other timelines. So Elon Musk shows up with Grimesy. He's like, ooh, look, we're getting away. We're doing a flea situation. Bonnie and Clyde, right? And Bonnie and Grimes. So they're doing a Bonnie and Grimes situation, and they pull up to Mars. Take it away from there. Here we go. That's not it. This is a piece of music as well. This actually became a song. Last week, I believe this is song
Hulu Ad Manager
1,000 Days of Truth.
Businesses like
song I dropped last week. And this is the funny part of it. When you reach for the stars, you can land on the moon. Your satellite and hop step to the Mars mission. You get there, you find a guy who got stuck on Mars. Yeah, he took a rocket ship there. You met Elon Musk. He said, look, you can rent a piece of land for me if you pay me rent. Yeah, I'm gonna let you stay as long as you want. He said, that's good, I'll give it to you first of every month. I said it's okay as long as you understand this is Planet Mark. That's right, it's my friggin' planet. Elon Musk was there with his kid, AX12, X479431, X434. That's the name of his kid, yeah. And Grimes is really twisted. They're like, yeah, let's name our kid some weird little mathematical problem we don't even know how to solve. You can't even figure out how to solve that theory. Now, let's get to the quantity. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Are you with the 2 plus 2? No, it's AX times 12 plus 4, 69, 4, 6, 7, 9, 4, 3. Plus an AX and a 4, 9, 7, 2. Maybe not. With a 3.14567 and if you're every once in a while, you can be like, and that is how you say the name. Oh, very cute kid. I gotta tell you, Elon Grimes, you got the cutest kid in the world. I'm thinking of calling that kid if you took all the letters of the mathematical equation, it would actually spell out to like, I honestly think it's probably the best name in 2021. Oh, what's your favorite name? Was it Michael? Was it like a Patrick or Bailey? Nah, I'm thinking That's Elon Musk's kid. Poor kid goes to school one day. They say, put up your hand and you gotta go to the bathroom. But they don't know how to ask what his name is. They don't know how to say it. They're like, it's never clever, sniffing. He's like, yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom. How about you? Come back home. Sounds good to me. Gotta go to the bathroom. Yeah, that works. I gotta go to the bathroom. That'll play. Bathroom. Where's the bathroom? Can I get the key? Sure. Flim, flum, fruity, flam. Nah, that one is definitely not it. But they go with it anyway. Yeah, they call them anything they can. Hey, schning schnan. Sometimes that works on Christmas. If you're gonna call him anything, you have to call him ship ship chicka chicka chicka. And Elon likes that a lot. He's like, oh, gotta go create a rocket ship. I'm going to Mars. I'm gonna go and pay a supermark. When you do squibble libble a dibby doo, shibby dibby 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 doo. You're like, oh, look, that's a cute kid over there. Oh, what color hair does schnick schnack schnicky dibby doo 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 have? Oh, I was curious. Whose eyes does snap 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 have? I didn't really know. Like, is there like, do you have like a plan, a future plan in place? Like, we're talking about boarding school, possibly like junior college, and then are you doing a college thing for a snick? Are you doing that? Because like we want to know. Like, I had a hard time the other day. I just want to tell you, we're in the middle of the book report section, right? And I was flowing. I'm flowing through it, and all of a sudden I see a friggin' hand come up. Gosh, not you again. She said this. You can't call me you. Okay, what do you want us to call you then? I said, that's just crazy. I don't even remember how to do all that. You want me to call you? Like, she said, you got the last one wrong. You were supposed to add an S for savings. But sometimes you get caught in a little bit of a roller coaster ride. And you're like, oh, Elon Musk, do you mind? Do you mind if I take your kid to have a little, like, we could play, like, Play-Doh? But what color Play-Doh is if you came down, you had to pick, like, one color Play-Doh. What color Play-Doh would snippet like, what color Play-Doh does she like? I'm wondering, like, when you're asking them to come down for dinner, because you have to go they, them, or this, right? Oh, look, I just made a great pot roast tonight. By made, I mean ordered at the most expensive restaurant in the world. They just brought it over. Flippity-bidoo-doo, filly-bidoo-doo, shiki-dicka-dick-dick. The roast will be ready in 3 minutes. Okay, thanks, Dad. Sometimes I'm curious, if we can enjoy like an ice cream together. And so I'll call up. Do you want a side of A&W root beer, like, and also like some A1 for your roast? Because I could do that if you want the roast with some side sauce, But you need to tell me, because Grimes is in the middle of putting the sauces out, all right? So work with me on that one, okay? What was that? Did you have anything else you wanted me to do? Like, because I'm here and I'm happy to help and like get you one more thing for the dinner table. You just have to tell me. If not, I'm going to go be a genius and go and create something. I'm going to make another superconductor. We're making new solar panels that are 3 times as powerful. Oh, I created a new rocket. Right? I mean, what are we talking about here with the rocket situation? What's that, Grimes? Oh, no, I asked... I asked them if they wanted to come down for some roast, but no response yet. Just a yeah, sure, Dad. But I don't see I don't anywhere. I've been looking too. I looked over there, and then I even went over there. Sweetie. She does this every time. Do you know the roast is ready? I mean, we're here. I'm here with Grimes. Grimes is at the table, has the sauces. I'm ready to roll, and I can't get my kid to come down. One more try. Diddle-dee-doo-doo, digga-da-da-da, shika-chika-cha-cha, ding-ding-ding-ding-da. Scrabadoo, shika-chika-ching-ching. That's part of it. You gotta do the mix in there. There's one more. Did I get that last syllable right? We wanted to know, are you also down for patatas fritas? When you got a patatas fritas situation going on, you just go with it, you know? You're just like, I'll take the patatas fritas. I'll put a little side of some mayo, ketchup, mixeroo action. Some people call that Thousand Islands. It's not, okay? It's a mayo and a ketchup mixeroo. Some people call it fry sauce. I call it fry sauce. What's that? Yeah, no, okay, great. Now I can shut off the music. Jeez. So you had a problem with the music, that's why you're not responding? You know, I mean, I named you something unique. So then one day, you know, when you're with your friends, it's not like, oh, hey, Sarah. Oh, hey, Chloe. Oh, hey, Jessica. Hey, Maureen. Hey, Anna. Regular names, right? Oh, hey, Juniper. No, that's a little too, you know. Oh, hey, Jackie. A little Jacqueline action. Hey, Jackie. Oh, hey. You know, we got to do that every time we talk to you. It's a little weird. I should have thought about that before I filled out the freaking birth certificate. They're like, look, before you go there and you sign snip, snap, stooga, dooga, doot, 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 before you throw that into the mix, you may want to think about like Jacqueline or like, you know, maybe you go with like Elon, yeah, you know, like, or Grimesy, Nasty, Gramsy, Nasty, I don't know. You could do something, but definitely not AX 9746437629743.149672662. Honk honk. You don't want that much in a name, you know. You got to throw a honk honk and a couple of dog barks in there, and you're thinking people are going to be able to you know, decipher, like, oh, I think that was an A with the, you know, the circle on the top, like that, you know. When you're writing in Farsi, it sounds like you're speaking in Farsi. Is that what's going on over there? Oh, AX. Gyro. I think I heard a gyro in there. I got hungry. Started thinking about getting a gyro. I like a chicken gyro. Those are good. Tzatziki sauce. Throw some freaking tzatziki in there. It's a wrapperoo. Woo! I will freaking eat the hell out of that. I'm just saying.
It's Hammerlin, Jamison, and it's hammer time. That's right. Look, I'm here every single night on the Real Talk program to rip the lid off the fake news. That's right. It's hammer time. A little ham, jam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. That's right, people. Look, check me out every single night. Hammer time.
It's Hammerlin Jamison. I'm here with you. It's a classic evening here in the Renaissance Man program, and I just wanted to clear up a couple things you may not know about Hammerlin Jamison. I was a newscaster in the late 80s, NBC News, and they would throw it back to me in the middle of the friggin' newscast. It'd say, Hammer Jam, give us the story on the uptick. And I'd say, I'm here to drop the hammer and rip the lid off the fake news. Hammerlin Jamison, and if you didn't know, now you know. Now I'm trying to see if there's a way I can get my friggin' broadcast to look correct, because right now it doesn't look right. I waited. It's heading hovering for us having. He remembering. What? No. Sorry for God's English. I thought I was in Germany again. For a while I was doing the broadcasts in German town, Alemannia. They call it Alemannia. And a Hammer Jam was closer to the Jamison headquarters. My grandpappy started Jamison in Ireland in the late 1930s, 80s, 90s. I'm sorry, I had a little too much Jamison before the broadcast this evening. I thought for sure I'd be fine. I said, look, I've only had a couple sniffed 5 or 6 bottles. Usually I have about 9, and then I'm sloppy as could be. But tonight, I'm starting to get there. I'm falling backwards. I'm insane. Oh, I gotta hold on to this. There's a guitar over here and a hammer jammer held on to. Thank you, guitar. Thank you for saving my life. I almost fell over again. Oh, yeah, I caught myself on the string. It was worth it. Hammer Jam is dropping the hammer and ripping the lid off the fake news. There's too much bad stuff going on in the world. The Hammer tried to warn you last year, and you booed me off the stage, and I told you that you're about to vote in a sleep sofa. And then he falls asleep all the time of the day. Most of the time he's sleeping, even when he's awake. But you didn't want to listen to me. You said we're going to ban Hammer Jammer. He's not going to drop the hammer anymore. We want him to spin more fake news. I'm sorry, Hammer Jam can't do the fake news situation. I'm here to drop the truth. And when I do that, you are going to... What? What? No, are we on the air right now? Then why are you freaking talking to me? I'm just trying to get through my monologue. I'm falling sideways again. I got a guitar to hold on to, though, Jessica. Jessica, I need another bottle of Jamison. On the double, Jessica, I need that Jamison yesterday. I gotta put it into my freaking vein. We're gonna tap it right into the vein over here. Where's Javier, the guy who sells the heroin? Get him over here. I need help. I gotta get some Jamison in me immediately. I'm starting to fall into the black circle of death. Instead of losing the feeling in my arms, I'm starting to lose the feeling in my lips. Oh, that's it. I can't listen anymore. What the, can I can't tell, I can't listen anymore. Oh, Jessica, I can't do it like this. I can't move my eyes either. They're closed. It feels good. What? I'm falling over. Oh, it broke my spell. It broke the spell and I fell off the seat. The beat seat. You can get it at beatseat.rocks. Hammer jammers dropping hammers and ripping lids off fake news. I want to just quickly share, tomorrow you're going to see an inside look into Hammerlin Jamison. It's not pretty. And I don't want you to have a false interpretation of Hammer Jammer. So I had to come out here tonight and just set the record straight. Hammer Jammer's got his friggin' ducks in a row. And you can't tell it out. You're like, yeah, this guy's on top of his friggin' game, right? That's what I'm talking about. And when you see me tomorrow, I may have had just a couple too many bottles of Jamison. I don't remember. They sent me a screener. I was going to watch it, but I'm embarrassed. I mean, what if I did really bad and then you laugh at Hammer? I don't know. I was thinking about it, holding off and letting you just see it when I'm not in the room. You know, nothing worse than when you're in the room and everybody's friggin' laughing at you. And you're like, I'm right friggin' here, guys. Why don't we drop some hammers and rip the friggin' lid off some stuff? Right? Hey, yup, Tad, what are we doing later? Are we gonna drink some more Jamison? Drop a hammer? Rip a friggin' lid off the fake news? I got a situation going. We're at 59% where we could actually play the video. Jessica! Where's my Jamison? No, I want it now. I'm not gonna wait till the break. Just bring me a freaking snifter. Just give me a small one and I'll just look the other way and do one of these. They won't even know. You guys won't even see it at all. I'm that good. Hammerlin Jamison. I'm the greatest drinker this side of the Mississippi. I got an award. I was Olympics in '88. Most drinks in a sitting. I saw Sleep Sofa Joe there. Most naps in a sitting as well. He got gold. Something else we have in common. We both like to sleep. And we both got gold medals in the Olympics. He got it for sleeping. I got mine for drinking a lot of Jamison.
No, Jessica, I want that frickin' Jamison.
I was thinking of writing and Harjik and Hammer fanning. Hammer! English! You don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry, guys. I was thinking, if I could just tell you straight, if I could just give you the truth of the matter, right? What, Jessica? No, don't give me a script. This is unscripted Hammer Jam. Hammer rips the lid off the fake news in real time. You can't tell me to do it.
On your watch? I can't do that. No, where's my freaking bottle? Jessica, if you don't bring me that bottle on the double, I'm gonna drink the freaking thing when I get it and throw the empty at you. Hammer jammer, remedy lammer. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be abusive. Well, this is old hammer jammer dog. 88? You could throw a freaking bottle at somebody in 88. I didn't know we're sitting 21. Oh, gotta act all PC-like, right? Oh, my hammer jammer. I'm sorry, I'm in a time machine. I'm going back to 88. I could throw a friggin' bottle at somebody if I don't like what they have to say or do. You don't bring me a new friggin' Jamison, I'm taking the one that's over here. I'm throwing a bottle at you. Hammer jam. Is anybody else interested in seeing Hammer jam in action? I'm curious myself what it may look like, and perhaps I could do something tricky here. Let me see. Jessica! I'm falling. I fell. Jessica. I was very comfortable right here where I've tripled in size. I'm 3 times the size of Hammerlin. I'm ripping the lid off the fake news in triple time. And what I do with a fake news hammer jam moment, I'm 3 times the size of magnified. Jessica, magnified right now. I'm doing a periscope. Jessica, look. Boop, 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 boop. Where's my freaking Jamison? Jessica, I'm doing a 3 times magnification effect. Where's my Jamison? I'm the son of Mercedes, you perfect government. English, hammer! I'm sorry, guys. I'm letting you down again. I'm letting you down in the moment when you're looking for a guy to give it to you straight. Hold on. It looks like I'm doing a kung fu effect. Oh, I got a kung fu effect going as Hammerlin. Hold on a minute. Gentlemen, city grabbing. I'm again. Holy cow. Hey, Jessica, I'm acting as a slow motion as I'm talking. Look it. I can poke you in the eye. I didn't even see it coming. Hey, Jessica, forget about that Jamison. I got a second wind. Karate chop on the face. You didn't know it was coming, though, because you got hammer jammed. I'm sorry, sometimes it happens, or you get hammer jammed. See, you poked in the eye. You're like, holy free cow. Look, I'm doing a bobblehead, apparently. This red skies in a bobblehead hammer jam. We're at 94%. We're about to do the impossible. Yeah. This is what we call hammer jam auditioning for Supermarket. Again, don't judge my performance. Judge my performance tonight. Okay? Because I brought it. I brought the hammer down and ripped the friggin' lid off of fake news tonight. I was Jessica. Top 10 performance today, right? I think I'm getting a Tony. I'm getting a Tony for this performance. If you don't think I'm Tonying this tonight, they're watching this. They're watching this and they're getting ready to give me a Tony. It's about time. 43 years broadcasting without being recognized for a Tony. Sad. But this is why I get up every day and drink 5 bottles of Jamison and come out here and put on the best show in the history of time. And look, what we're going to do here is play you
an episode that I shouldn't play you, but we may do a little bit of kind of commentary so I can explain myself. I don't want you to just settle on this and say, oh, this is him? Sort of me. But I was under the influence of Jamison this evening, and I hope that you'll respect that. I do have to download it now. It's here. Should just take about 30 seconds. And then Hammer Jammer's gonna just watch it with you, and hopefully you're okay with the performance and you say, you should have gotten the Supermark role. I still think I should have gotten the Supermark role. I mean, I was so good. Just kick me off the air, did they? Am I on the freaking air? What is going on? Oh, you can't block me from the show. I'm doing a Hammer Jam special. You're gonna block me out? Hold on, while you're doing this, I'm gonna do one of these. Well, maybe I can refix my Hammer Jam moment. Let's see. Are we moving quicker? Sometimes we're moving quicker. Yeah, we're back to normal. It's okay, I poked you in the nose a couple of times, and it looks like we're literally frozen right now on YouTube. The PooTube is destroying the channel at the moment. They're like, oh, let's just completely drop the freaking feed. You at YouTube are the worst. We're in the middle of the Hammer Jam moment. What are you doing on YouTube? Jessica, get me a freaking bottle of Jamison. These people are destroying our show right in the middle of the freaking performance. What are we doing? This stopped. I think we're okay now. We're back to normal. Let's see if we've got our bit yet. We will be watching this together. Hammer Jam's going to give you his interpretations. And then we're going to talk about it. This right here, again, don't judge me. I just was offered the role of a lifetime. I think we have to wait until this is perfect. I think it's perfect now. Yeah, we're back to normal. So, this is when Hammerlin Jamison went to audition for Supermark. All right, Hammerlin. Hold on. Why am I not saying it? There we go. We're going to watch it.
All right, Hammerlin, take
Why don't I say it? Hold on about that. It's not there. Hold on. We're going to just put a new image there. I'm going to put a new one on. Let's just call it the Hammer Bammer. Hammer Bammer. I don't know what they did here. Jessica, why aren't you setting the folders? I shouldn't have to write Hammer Bammer. You could have put Hammer Jammer. That would have been nice. This right here is called The Lost Episodes.
All right, Hammerlin, take two and
we need to get
action.
our audio in order. Hold on, don't look at this.
Hammerlin Jamison.
You can't see that. Hold on about that. Let's see if that works. Yes. Okay, so we're going to watch this again together, and I'm going to make it so we can watch it together like this. Okay, I want to see what I did. Okay, I'm not going to let you make fun of Hammer Jammer when he's doing his performance of a lifetime. Okay, we're going to watch it together. This is going to be a Jimmy Kimmel segment, but better because Jimmy Kimmel sucks. I've been doing this since 83. They should have given Hammer Jam the night-time slot. Okay, I would have been friggin' phenomenal. But let's take this one step closer. I'm going to move over this way. We're going to watch it a little bigger. So Hammer Jammer has a chance to interact with you, okay? Let's see. Here we go. This is Hammer Jammer performing like an animal. I would say greatest performance in the history of time.
Hammerlin, take two and action. Hammerlin Jamison,
dropping the hammer and ripping off the fake news. I came here to change into my super outfit. I was just thinking if I could get into an outfit first before I take off. I could probably stop myself from having a mistake in my pants. Hammerlin Jamison, I got this gig. They were like, hey, we need you to dress up as a Superman. I was like, that sounds good to me. How about I do it? Can I drink a bottle of Jamison before? They said try to keep it to 1 cup. I didn't know if that meant per minute. I did it per minute. Hold on, we're running up. Hold on, I just want to point out that where I was born, we do it per minute. We do it per minute. We drink Jamison per minute, not by the hour. We don't drink it by the glass, we drink it by the minute. Sometimes a bottle goes in a minute, and then you have to open another bottle before the second minute. So I'm not off base on that part. Okay, let's just keep going here. I did it per minute. Hammerlin! They said, Hammer, just put on a friggin' cape. You can go out there and just fly. You like to fly on a nightly basis with your stupid friggin' Hammerlin Jamison. Oh, yeah, my family is the one who gave me the keg. And they're like, here, Hammer, just go ahead and drink it down. Hammer, I'm starting to lose the feeling in my arms. I just want to point out as well, this was pretty early for Hammer Jam to start losing the feeling in his arms. So as far as an audition goes, I'm not looking good. Okay, I could have done better. I didn't want to be, arms and losing feeling in the arms this early out of the audition. I'm just letting you know. Okay, let's keep going. Good thing I'm Super Hammer. And when Super Hammer tries to fly, he doesn't really need his arms. So I fly head first. Yep. I'm a head first flyer. Look, Hammer. Oh, we got a little cat in the tree. Look, I'm head first flying it. I'm gonna go. You think that I don't need to go and go with my arms up in the air? Oh, I'm going in this direction, that one. Hammer, wake up, ladies. You can't do Super Hammer if you're falling asleep and puking on yourself. So where is it? Hold on, what's the gig? Oh, is it a cat in a tree? How is it hidden? Hold on, I'm ready to go. Well, I just want to point out very quickly that I was very much thrown by the size of the freaking phone booth. You know, I'm in there, I'm trying to audition, and they want me to do, like, character, like, method act. Like, Hammer, you need to become Super Bark. You need to be Super Bark. But when you're in there and you got a friggin' phone booth the size of you, it kind of throws you. I'm just letting you know. So let's keep going. I think this is where it starts to really become an actual audition. Let's see, here we go. Just give me a second here. Let me just pull my cape around because then I can fly straight. I don't need to be able to go like this with my arms. I'm trying to shake him up. Hold on. Shaking him up. Shaking him up. And I'm dropping the hammer and ripping the lid off. Fake news. That's right, I'm not doing that today. Yeah, they threw me. They were like, they're like, get going, Hammer. And I'm like, okay, I'll drop the freaking hammer. I'll rip the lid off the freaking fake news. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, I'm not doing that tonight. I'm not doing a hammer rip at the moment. I'm doing a Super Hammer. I didn't get into the role correctly at that moment. Just letting you know. Okay, let's move forward. Let's see where this goes. I'm a super. Hold on, let's do take 3. It's just nail out take 3. All right, Hammer. This time try to focus in. We really told you not to drink. So, take 3. I hope this time he does it right. It's Shannon and fighting! Hi, Shannon. Hold on. I Shannon and Howard. I'm sorry. I thought they wanted me to do a take in Swedish. So I came out to do it a Swedish bit. And then all of a sudden when I was out there, I'm like, I'm freaking in the United States of America. What are we doing? And I almost got mad at them for even just, telling me to go in this direction for one of the takes. Anyway, I'm not making excuses. I'm just letting you know what happened there.
I forgot this is in English. Can we do it again?
Okay, take 4. Action!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Hammerlin, why are you yelling numbers and counting down?
I'm sorry, look, I don't know if I answered that, but there was, it looked like there was a race going on around the corner, and they needed someone to do a countdown. And they were going to start, and when it got to 0. So Hammer Jam just felt like he should do the job of counting down for them. Again, not making excuses.
Hey, Shannon, how many bottles of Jamison I'm going to drink tonight? How many I started with, and how many I have left? I got to 5. There's 5 Jamison bottles in, and I got 5 left.
Okay, take 5. Hammer, please, no more drinking in between takes. Is that what you're doing? Please go out there and get this done. We all want to go down to, we want to get home to our children. Can you please get this done?
Just friggin' percent. I'm gonna try my best.
Take 5, action!
Hammer Jammer! I didn't say they found him, Herman. Oh my gosh almighty. Hammerlin Jamison.
I just want to start off and say that this one right here, hold on, I just want to point something out. We're off to a great start right now. Just wanted to let you know. Here we go.
Has one thing to say to you. You can be super also. Like Super Hammer.
I don't know. I just want to, again, just jump out there. That was pretty perfect. Jessica, right? Wasn't that a top 10 take? Let's see what they say. Let's see if this continues. I think that may have been my best take. I don't remember, but I think that could have been my best take.
Florence! Florence! Give me my drink! That was a perfect take! I was gonna need another one. That was perfect.
Hammer, you had the cape on your head. It was the worst take in history. Take 6.
Action! Super Hammer on duty! I think I did duty. I'm sorry, guys. Take 7, I did duty.
Okay, let's change Hammer again.
Okay,
hold on.
I just have to point out something here. That comment about again was off color. That was not correct. That was the first time that the director had to do that. That again comment was not accurate. I just want to point out that one comment. That's not an accurate comment. Like you can't say again when they only cleaned you up once. I mean, my name is not Sleep Joe for Joe Biden. You didn't do a multiple time cleaning of Hammer Jammer. Okay, let's just get that straight. Okay, let's keep going here.
Take 8 and action.
Hammer Jammer! Woo! Hammer Jammer! Hammer Jammer! Crazy Center Bang! I'll punch somebody out for a bottle of Jamison. You gonna try to not kill you? You can't give me a bottle of Jamison when I'm gonna fly and try to save the planet? I'm going that way!
That right there, I just want to point out that one shot right there should have got me the freaking role. Look at that, right there. Look at that freaking guy. That is a guy in control ready to take over the freaking world and save it, right? Krypton style. I mean, this guy's ready to go. He's going places, okay? If you don't think he was going places, now you freaking know it. You see it on his face right there, right? And look where he's pointing. He's pointing to the sky. He's going up. He's going to fly out of the atmosphere, okay? I just want you to know that, if you're watching this, that this guy here should have been Super Mark, okay? That's very clear to me. Let's see where this winds up. I think this is almost the end.
If there's a bar, that's the way I'm going.
Hold on. I want to point out that what I meant that I said if it's really far, I was saying if it's really far, and I think that something happened with the microphone, and it sounded like a bar. If there's a bar, that's where I'm going. Now I said if it's really far, because I'm Super Mark, I'm Super Hammer, I could fly across the universe, and that that would be really far. You heard bar. It's not the real word. Okay, let's just move. I wanted to be clear because I should have won this part.
There's a line. Line. That's right. I'm sorry. It's not a coincidence that I got here this evening. I have some lives to save.
That's perfect, right? I mean, well, you're watching this and you're like, that was freaking awesome right there. That guy should be the freaking lead and Super Mark versus Batmark. They didn't even give me like a part, like a small part. I didn't even get like a little, newscast. But we did shoot some video of Hammer Jam for the sequel of Batmark vs. Super Mark because we were going to have a whole new concept where Hammer Jammer was going to be the commentary through Super Mark vs. Batmark 2, and we just didn't get the movie filmed. We've been doing all these other freaking crazy things. Anyway, let's just see how this winds up here. I think we're about dead, but let me just move back a couple seconds here. Here we go.
Evening, I have some lives to save.
That was perfect, Hammer. Great job. You got it. That was really crappy. It doesn't matter. He got through it. Okay, let's move on to the next scene. Oh, my goodness.
I thought it was perfect. I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know why I was so nervous to play it for you. It was probably the perfect performance. I should have got the role. It was paying a lot of money, SAG minimums. I would have been very well off. But I didn't get the role. I don't know why they didn't. From what? You tell me from that performance that they would not have totally enjoyed, right? Anyway, Hammer Jammer's got a date with a bottle of Jamison. So I look forward to seeing you on the next Hammer Jammer, Wham Bam, Thank You Mammer. And I look forward to it. It's going to be soon. Very soon. Like maybe, I don't know, whenever Mark decides to have me back. And if I don't fall asleep on the floor. Sometimes he gets mad and doesn't have me back for a while. But I got it back together. I told you. Sometimes 5 bottles of Jamison is just a kickstart. And then I come back. I come back quicker and stronger than I was. Dropping the hammer and ripping the little fake news off and putting it into a bow. So you can open it later. Fake news. But that's why we do the ripping of the lid. Hammer Jam style. Until next time.
It's Hammerlin, Jamison.
Right.
And it's hammer time. That's right. Look, I'm here every single night on the Real Talk program to rip the lid off the fake news. That's right. It's hammer time. Hammer. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. That's right. Look, check me out every single night. Check me out. Hammer time. That's right.
Hammer out.
Grammarly
What is
helps
this?
you work more efficiently, which
What
makes
the
accomplishing
heck?
your work goals
Hammer Jam!
easier.
Get the hell
Get
out of here,
full
Hammer!
sentence
Are
rewrite
you kidding me?
suggestions so
You're gonna
you can
take
say
over
what
the
you
show
mean
on me like
faster.
that? I'm trying to do my Renaissance Man show, and you come and take the show over? I go and make coffee. I'm gone. I'm doing it. I got some sugar in the raw in there. Cinnamon.
Chicka-ba-bam-bam-bam. That's actually the sound of Joanne's heart back there. I come back, I see Hammer Jammer Bammer Whammer sitting down in my seat. You know, that's the stuff that I have a problem with, you know. You're gonna do a ham jam thank you, ma'am? You can't do that. You can't go out on the town and find a couple of ladies and be like, ham jam thank you, ma'am. They'd be like, no. I'm sorry. I'm not looking for a ham jam thank you, ma'am. I'm looking for someone who's gonna cuddle. You know what I mean? Like, we're not looking for that ham jam. But Hammer, when he goes in like a friggin' tornado. And you're like, what happened? Where did my couch go? That we don't know. We still don't know what the hell happened to your couch. I can't figure that. I'm sorry. You had Hammer Jam over. What are we talking about here? You're going to go have Hammer Jam over and then question where your couch went? That's on you, buddy. You should have thought about it before you let a Hammer Jam in your house. He also burned a hole in your floor. I'm not saying carpet, like literally a cylindrical hole through the floor, through the foundation, and then into the earth, like 650 feet. This is deeper than anybody's ever gone in the United States. And that was Hammer did. We don't know what he did. It had something to do with his Jamison stash. He's got some magic up his sleeves. Listen, I'm just telling you, okay? You got to beware. When Ham Jam Thank You Ma'am shows up at your house with a freaking keg of Jamison, the party's on. Your couch is gone. These are just a couple of things that rhyme and that also happen at the same time. I'm just saying, be ready for it. Okay. When you're doing a thing, you know what I mean? Miyagi, dang it! I had that freaking fly. You guys got in the way, right? With your thing there, right? That's on you too. Like, you know, you like disrespect. You know, it's a Facce thing. Is what really. I get down to a Facce situation, and that really gets to me because I start thinking, you know, these people could be a little bit more respectful, you know, and it doesn't get us there. And then a Miyagi situation comes by. I'm wax on, wax offing. I'm doing the paint situation, you know, Three Stooges style, and you know, still can't get that fly. Fly Lee. When Bruce Lee's great grand fly is, you know, in my basement, trying to kamikaze me and do like, you know, 1-inch punch, 1-inch fly stuff, hitting me, you know, while I'm doing a Renaissance Man show. That is a problem, you know? I'm just saying, you should be aware. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. All around us. Freaking Dick Facce didn't take over today, thank goodness, you know? We had a takeover, though, from Hammer Jammer, thank you, Bammer Whammer. You can't have one of those situations take place. When you have a hammer time, I was expecting him to be like, whoa, hammer time. You know what I mean? And then MC hammering it. Did he do that tonight for you? Did Hammer Jam do an MC Hammer for you? I'm not sure if he can. I think he's got to stop drinking. He's got to get off the friggin' bottle if he wants to do an MC Hammer. He used to do MC Hammer. He'd be like, Hammer Jam, hammer time. And he'd be like, the news back at 6. And he'd be like, whoa. And he would do that. He had like the windbreaker pants, and he would do the dance and everything. Hammer Jam. Next time he's on, ask him about it. Ask him about it. Hey, Hammer Jammer, we understand you used to be an awesome break dancer. Hammer Jam was like, you ever seen the Electric Boogaloo, that movie, you know? Breakin'. When you were watching Breakin', you didn't know? Hammerlin Jamison was the artistic visionary of Breakin' 2, Electric Boogaloo. Most people don't know that, you know? They're like, oh, Hammerlin, he's just a broadcaster. No. Hammerlin, breakdancing master. You remember Turbo? Turbo would do head spins. That was taught to him. That was taught to him by Hammerlin Jamison. Yeah, when Jamison was out there doing his breakdancing thing, he was still able to control the liquor. You know, once he got it to, it became like, he was at the beginning, he would drink a lot, but he was still like 80% Hammer Jam. Eventually it became like 80% Jamison, and then there was like 20% Hammerlin. And so that's why he's now like a friggin' mess. But back in the day, Electric Boogaloo style, he's out there breakdancing it. You know, he was doing the windmill, and then he'd do the head spin. He did the windmill into the head spin, and that's where Turbo got the idea. And they're like, we're going to do a new one called Breakin' 2. Can you be the choreographer? Hammerlin Jamison. Go check. Breakin' 2. Breakin' 2 choreography. It was all done by Hammerlin Jamison. Greatest breakdancer of all time. Turbo wrote his obituary. He wrote it. To Hammerlin Jamison. He said that, like, I want to write this, pre-write my own obituary, and one day I do a head spin and I break my neck and die. I don't know if that happened, I'm just saying. And, you know, Hammerlin Jamison is the reason that I did it. And I want to thank him. Because now I'm in St. Peter's hands with God. And that's the journey, the ultimate journey. You know, so we do that. And hey, look, Hammerlin, thank you for choreography and teaching me that windmill to the headspin mixeroo. Didn't work out well for me, but still, thank you for doing it. And that was a very powerful letter / obituary to Hammerlin Jamison. You can see that all. It's all in it's a Wikipedia. Hammerlin Jamison. You just go and type in the Hammerlin Jamison situation. You're going to see everything about when he fell asleep on the frigging camera in '84, and when he was in the Olympics, and when he did the drinking contest in the Olympics, and he took gold while Joe Biden took gold for naps. That was '88. And remember, Hammerlin Jamison, without him, you wouldn't have had a Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo, or at least it wouldn't have been as good as it was. You know, you wanted to have that Electric Boogaloo be any better? Sorry. It was as good as it could have gotten. Hammerlin Jamison. That was his freaking dirty work. Some called it dirty work. Of course it's dirty work. I miss you already. Normie. I miss Norm already. I wish I had Norm there. Like, what are we talking about? Hey, Artie. You miss me? Of course I miss you. I want to hang out with you. Freaking Artie Lang. Who knew I could do Artie Lang? So, guys, I have a question for you. It's a very interesting question. It's a good question. Let's see. Miyagi song! That's what I'm talking about. We got a good one right there. I took that guy down. You going down? You kidding me? I'm sorry. You try to get fresh, and then you get knocked down. All right. I'm finding something here. Come on. Give me something here. I see another freaking fly. I'm telling you guys, we have some sort of fly issue here because of the water that was in here the other day. Were you gonna do that? There's that one though, the Fly Lee. I still can't find that one. That is freaking mind crazy. Okay, I think I found one here. Let's see. That's fake. I gotta find something better than that. All right, here we go. This is better. This we've done one before, but that's okay. It works. Don't get fresh. Don't get freshly. That's a joke. Les Paul. Anyway, this right here is a little something we call a backdrop situation. Hold on, mana. Let's put this here. Oh wait, I already have a spot, sorry. We're gonna go over here. Yeah, there we go, kid. We already did you as a background, dude. Not doing you as a background again. This one's being changed. Hammer Jammer. Double sun situation, that's where we are. We're in a double sun situation now anyway. So, I am here unexpectedly. Of course, it's Back to the Future, Mark. I took a journey back in time. I was in 2769. I just got bored, you know. I'm there. There's nothing to do. I'm in a freaking pod. It's massive, but still, I'm looking for someone to talk to. And like everybody there already knows what's coming. So it's not like I have to be like, oh, look, what's coming next week. They're like, we know, stupid. We all can see the future. Some people go back. I go back. Most people are just like, they know what's coming. So bottom line is this. I'm here back with you guys. This is one of my homes back in 2769. But I'm here in 2021 with you. This is just a spectral image of my homeland. And I wanted to show you another piece of 2769. You need to understand what our world looks like in freaking 2769. You see the freaking igloo situation going on over here? That's what we're dealing with. So, bottom line is this. If you guys have any questions you want answered, this is your time. While Back to the Future Mark is here, you better ask your freaking questions, because once I'm gone, that's the end of it. You know what I mean? What's that, Telefriferin? Yeah, Telefriferin, well, nobody wants to hear from you mid-freaking intro. Yeah, I said intro. No, well, you keep kicking me off my game, dude. Why don't you stop being a Telefriferin, Ed Wood Award winning? I'm like sick of this, terrible direction. Oh, okay, action. And then you start asking me questions while I'm in the middle of saying hello? But are we even on right now? Telefriferin, let me know we're live then. I'm talking to a dead camera. This isn't even connected to anything right now. Nobody even knows what we're doing. Man, when they said, we're getting you Randy Telefriferin, he used to be the greatest director in history until he directed one movie. But before that, the buzz on Telefriferin was... The buzz on Telefriferin was like, he's like the next Kubrick is what they were saying. Oh, here's the next Kubrick, right? Telefriferin goes out, does his first film, right? And they're like, Ed Wood. He gets the Ed Wood Award. This is because he tries to come back and do a second film that year. Just as bad as the first, right? So now you got a double situation going on. He goes to the Ed Wood Award ceremony because he's thinking, oh, it's going to freaking McGreedyson. McGreedyson? Arturo McGreedyson? Arturo McGreedyson has had some wins as well, but he's down in the gutters, right? And so Telefriff is like, McGreedyson's totally an Ed Wood Award winner. And nope. Telefriff, 9-year winner. Not just like random 9 times. In a row. Telefriff, when was the last time you won? In October? Now? You just won this one? It's the 6th of October. You already won the Ed Wood Award winner? Like, what are we talking about over here? Man, so this is 10? Are we talking about 10 years in a row Ed Wood Award winner? Or this is 9. Which one are we talking about? He's looking down. It's 10. Yeah, that's pretty terrible. Today's day 10 in a row, and 10 times you've won the Ed Wood Award. How about that, Telefriff? You know what? You should have called McGreedyson and got some tips, because McGreedyson didn't get the Ed Wood Award, and I should have gone with McGreedyson when it came to directing this show. So tell me when we're freaking live. What? We've been live? What is going on with you? You're just like Mr. Confusion. Randy Confusion Telefriferin. Doesn't even rhyme. Like, that's the crap with you, man. Like, everything about you doesn't work. Like, your direction doesn't work. Making up freaking nicknames for you doesn't work. Because you're a terrible human being. Randy the Terrible Telefriferin. That's the only one that sort of works. Terrible Telefriferin. That one I can sort of, but it's tough. That's a tongue twister. Say Terrible Telefriferin 5 times in a row. Let's see if you can do it. Terrible. It's tough already, just on number 1. Terrible Telefriferin, terrible Telefriferin. You can't. Nobody can do that. Nobody can do Terrible Telefriferin multiple times in a row except for me. Terrible Telefriferin, terrible Telefriferin. Only thing you can do is if I make it a song. Terrible Telefriferin, terrible Telefriferin, terrible Telefriferin. You can't still do it. Are you kidding me? You can't do all that stuff together in one. Terrible Telefriferin. You're the worst terrible telefriffin there is. Terrible telefriffin, terrible telefriffin. You can't do it, guys. I want to see you try it. Nobody's able to. I'm from the future. Nobody's ever been able to do it. Oh yeah, juck, chuck, buck, buck. No, I'm sorry. There's another word that comes after that starts with an F. We're not going there. We're talking about a terrible telefriffin situation. And if you can't say terrible telefriffin situation, let's say it once. Say terrible telefriffin situation. Say it all as one quick motion, like I sort of did, but faster. Terrible, can't even do it. Terrible telefriffin situation. It's a terrible telefriffin situation. That's the only way I could do it. I gotta make music out of it. That's what Back to the Future Mark does. Look, when you were Mark Tobin, when you were, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, you go back in the history of time and you were, every single musical artist in history, Markle Bolton, George Markle. Gotta have faith. When you're doing it, and you're out there singing, you gotta have faith, and you're George Markle. You got the earring in. Clean cut. Got the beater on. Jeans ripped. You gotta have faith. We did it. That was one of the things. But you do everything possible. Michael Jackson. When I was doing the Michael Jackson, Change the World. Heal the World? I did Change the World. But we did Heal the World. Remember that? Make it a better place. You don't remember that? That was me. For we went based out in the new for another day. I haven't worked on the Michael Jackson in a while, but it used to sound even prettier. Maybe like, yes, I'm trying to get there. It's a problem not for me. And I used to do it really pretty. You don't remember. You were friggin' Mark Dellid. But Michael Jackson, I did my thing, made my impact, I had a jerk of a dad over there, you know what I mean? Joe, my father Joe, yeah, no, not a good thing, And Janet was cool, I got along with Janet. We both dealt with the same dad issues, this friggin' dad who was a jerk, But when you're Michael Jackson, and you're doing like Dangerous, you're doing Bad and Beat It and all these cool tunes, that's cool. Like that was cool. And when I did the friggin' moonwalk the first time, you remember how big a deal that was? That was a ridiculously big deal. Everybody went crazy when I did the freaking moonwalk. They're like, yay, moonwalk situation. It wasn't good when I got burned in the Pepsi commercial, though. That I wasn't down with. I will say this. When you are in the middle of a rock performance, and you are just about to belt out the greatest note in the history of time, and you're like, Galileo, Galileo, and everybody's like Freddie Mercury, and you do it. You do a Freddie Mercury situation, and they look at you different, They're like, holy freaking cow. Galileo, Galileo, Figaro, Figa friggin' row, right? You got a Freddie Mercury, Back to the Future Mark, I did it. Wembley Stadium. I'm doing it all. Wages, my brother's in the house. Wages. We were just talking about the times when I was the rock star that people did not know I was, Like nobody realized that I was George Markle and I had faith, And of course, this one that we just realized is when we do, we're out there singing, we are the champions of the world. And it's like, dude, look at Freddie Mercury, he's doing it. Miyagi situation. I'm seeing the flies. They're all the friggin' over the place, guys. I think I gotta call in an exterminator. What are we doing over here? I'm going into the future, 2769. I'm getting that special thing that we have there to get rid of the little gnats. Taking them out, coming back and bringing it in time. Back in time.
But when I did the Freddie Mercury situation, and I'm there on the stage, and I knew I wasn't going to be around much longer, and I put it out there. I brought it. And then you got Mark Dellad, and you forgot about it. But that was one of the greatest performances of all time when I was up there as Mercury, you know. And you know, you can't look away from those things, you know. I mean, you could, but then you just would be like hurting yourself, you know what I mean? I don't know. You know, I'm trying to think of other people that I was, but unfortunately, I'm just not quick enough, you know? I'm just not quick enough to come up with another one in the moment, you know? Like, I don't know. Maybe I could, but yeah, I really can't at the moment, you know? At the moment, I'm kind of out of ideas. Let's see if you guys have any questions for me. Many questions here for Markaholic. I love that. Wage, my brother. Do you have any questions for Back to the Future, Mark? I'm here right now, and I'm trying to see if I can give you some insight into the future. I'm planning on getting a bowl of cereal in a few minutes. This is a tough ride. When you go back in time, you're thirsty as hell. You're hungry as hell. You gotta get some food in you, you know? It's almost like a Spider Mark situation. Oh my goodness. So I can't think of any other, if you guys think of any other Markzilla, I love that. Markzilla. Markzilla is kind of funny. Should we do that? Should I make a song up? Anybody want have a question for Back to the Future, Mark? Because I'm probably going to let him go in a few minutes to go Back to the Future. That would be pretty funny, Marky Mark bit. Ooh. We have to come up with more musicians that have the potential of Mark, you know, like Freddie Mercury. That's an awesome one. You know, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. You know, when you're out there and you're doing your Mark Toven situation, playing the Furlies, you know, you're playing it. We did this the other day, but, you know, this was me. I'm there. And they're like, oh, Mark Toven, what do you got for us tonight? I said, I'm bringing you out this new thing called a guitar. Or I'm not. Am I? Do you hear this at all? Yeah, it's there. And they're like, Mark Toven, what do you have for us tonight? What are you bringing us? Sometimes Mark Toven messes up. You know, when you're dealing with it and you're the energizer, Mark, I like that. But when you're dealing with a Mark Toven situation, tell it, Friffrin! You're gonna change my background? In the middle of doing Future Cast? Back to the Future Cast? That's 3 strikes against you tonight. Oh, I don't care, Mark. I don't mind being the Edward Award winner. I'm just not hiring you next time. Miyagi. Freaking flies. All right. There goes my keyboard and everything. Bound to happen at some point. I had this the other day. I smacked into the roller. It's like this roller thing underneath my desk. Oh, now I have 9 things playing over here. Thank goodness that's off. Oops. Let me move this here. It looks like my loop station's. I hope I didn't mess something up. Hope I didn't mess something up because I see my screen's making some weird, visual thing. Let's just see something here. No, it's still okay. That's good. So, this is what happens here. Crazy, crazy stuff here on the Renaissance Man Show. This is day 1010 in a row, and we went comedy full bore tonight, huh? Didn't really play any music. We just went straight up comedy tonight. Oh, goodness. See if there's any questions you guys may have before Back to the Future Mark takes off. I think that if I, had focused in on the historical records, I would have known that that was going to default. Miyagi-san! I got this little mini one. Guys, it's like freaking, I'm dealing with some weird jungle situation here. What's that, Joanne? Joanne's also here. She's... Oh my goodness. What did you say, Telefriffin, you dummy? No, you got a close-up of my little hut? We're doing an igloo situation here with a big sun? I got Wages World on right now. You can tell us about the double sun situation. It's coming. I hear it's there right behind the other sun. It's called freaking Planet X, Nibiru. They're just waiting for you, Telefriffin, so they can make their descent to planet Earth. Look, it's in the historical documents. Mark Wages discovers all of it and shares it with the world. And everybody's like, thank you. And Wages is like, you know what? That's what I'm here to do, is to help you guys. We're here to share positive information based on negative stuff. You know what I mean? Got to come at it a positive way. So Wages does that. And Telefriff, you mess it up every time with that stupid freaking grin of yours. Whenever I'm in the middle of a serious moment, I see that dumb grin on your face. What are we talking about over here? Ugh. No, look away. I don't even want to look at you right now. Yeah, no, call your mom. That's fine. Maybe she can give you some direction. You can't give any direction. You're the worst director in history of time. Ed Wood, I think they're giving, I told you, next year, they're just getting rid of, abandoning the Ed Wood Award because you win it every year. They're like, this guy's just an idiot. He's the worst. Let's just make him the Randy Telefriffin Award. And they feel bad because every year you're getting the freaking Ed Wood Award. So now they're going to let you give an award each year. You've got to find someone to give yours to. No, you can't give it to McGreedyson just because you don't like McGreedyson. McGreedyson's a little bit better than you. You're both in the same level of crap, I'm just saying, And look, when you ask me to give you a positive review and you keep changing my freaking background and you're there grinning like a weirdo, it's like a creepy grin, guys, Did you see it? No, Telefriffin, why don't you come out here and just smile at the... Look at you, did it again, Are you kidding me? I'm trying to do Futurecast. Telefriffin, this is the reason you are the Ed Wood Award winner. Just terrible Telefriffin situation. Say it 5 times. I dare you. I don't think anybody can. It's never been done. 2769, they still talk about it. They're like, nobody ever was able to say the terrible Telefriffin situation 5 times over. I tried again this night. Terrible Telefriffin situation. Terrible Telefriffin situation. Can't do it more than twice. It's impossible. 1 time through if you're lucky. After that, you see all the flies behind me here in this one too? Look. They're all there. In this room. And there. Back by my little hut. Freaking fly. You got a terrible telefriffin situation going on. Listen, no, telefriffin, just leave it. He's like, oh, I could go back to the other one. No! I don't want to go back to the other one. You know, if I wanted to go back to the other one, I would have told you, give me the first scene, telefriff. You know, go back one, telefriff. I don't really care. Just stop changing my background. I'm trying to do a future cast. You know, you try to do a future cast, and he keeps changing the background. It's just rude, you know? Like, you put yourself out there, telefriff, and then you change the background. Rudely, mind you, like right in the middle of the bit. Anyway, I think I'm going to probably call this a bit, you know. I do want to ask you guys. The Hammerlin Jamison bit for tomorrow is ridiculously funny as it is. But I really, really liked the commentary thing that we did tonight with it. I think that was even funnier than just playing it by itself. But I don't know. I'm contemplating either erasing the other one and putting that, which is the commentary one we did tonight, where you see it, but it's cut up. Or maybe doing that and then at the end putting on the whole thing so people could watch it uninterrupted as well. You know what I mean? What do you think? What do you guys think? Like, Wages, this is a good question for you because as the idea of getting people to want to watch the content. It's a 6-minute bit right now, I think. Hold on. I think it's 6.5 minutes. Let me just check. Did you just change my background? You're getting telefriff? You better not have changed my background. I'm going to freak out at you. It's a... Let me just see. All right, Hammer. It's a 7-minute and 12-second bit. The thing we did tonight was probably maybe 10 minutes long. Maybe it's just, yeah, it wasn't much long. I just added little funny little, you know, moments within. But I don't know. That wouldn't be the first time that I started with something and then I made it better, you know. But it's funny by itself. That's why I think it shouldn't be interrupted either. Like, it's really funny. Maybe I should drop both. And just leave that one tomorrow at 1 and then drop this other one like a couple days later. I don't want to kill that bit, you know? You're awesome, Pamela. Why not both? Okay, so Cognizant's saying why not both? So maybe I should. Maybe I should put it out. The one tomorrow, just leave it as it is. And then we'll put this one with the commentary out like a few days later. It's actually a good idea. Why not? It's just another piece of content, you know? Not like we have enough. 1,600 pieces of content. Wages thinks do both as well. So, okay, we're going to do both for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this Back to the Future mark that we had tonight. Man, that was crazy, though. I got to say, that bit was so fun that we did. Oh, my goodness. I really enjoyed that. Back to the Future mark. Let's go back to the beginning here. So, the reality is I can't play anything because this whole thing fell. Like everything's all over the place down here. You know what I'll do is I'll put something on. I'll clean this up. Let me put a piece of something on, a comedy or music on for you. I am excited to watch that Hammerlin bit with you guys tomorrow. Okay, I got one for you. This will give me a chance to eat something as well. You guys want to watch something funny and stick around for a few minutes? This is called I can't share this with you. At least maybe I can. Oh yeah, here we go. Give that a like and a share. This is called Don't Show Your Stoopy to Someone in Public. What are you doing? You gonna stoopy it? I wish you thought before you did that. I'm just saying. Hold on, Amana. Back to the Future mark, we did Super mark, we did Bat mark and Super mark.
And then we've done Spider Mark as well, where, look, I'm flying through the friggin' city, right? When I'm out there and I got a villain to chase down, by chase down, I mean shoo, 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 flying through the friggin' city. Yeah, like you're like, no, you're webbing it. No, I'm friggin' flying. I'll hook myself with my web to, that building over there. But then I go, shoo, shoo, and I'm flying. Every once in a while, there's a victim of my hunger, really, Guys coming out with the dominoes. I got super smell, spider smell, really. I take that friggin' box of pizza like a quarter mile away. I could shoot it out there. Oh, I was spider marked. Yes, you were. Got myself a Supreme. Domino's is bringing it. I think they've really turned a corner. Just saying, but when you're spider marking it and people are being greedy with their food, that's when I have to, shoot them in the mouth with a friggin' spider web, You're going to talk back when I decide to take your friggin' grinder? All right, whatever. You got a falafel? I felt like falafel that night. Shoo! I can't stand. Sometimes I go to the Facebook, they have like a Facebook group they made. Spider Mark keeps stealing my food. At first it was Spider Mark stole my food. And then some chooch went out and made one that was Spider Mark keeps stealing my food. Look, it just happened to be wrong place, wrong time. You know what I mean? I'm scooting through. We heard that like the bank bandit was there, right? He's at like First National number 2. And so I'm like, I gotta get there. I'm zippy-zooing right through the city. All of a sudden, the falafel guy, this is like maybe 3-4 months later, he's coming out and he just like made this amazing, like, let's call it, I don't know, what do we want to call it? He comes walking out with like a freaking brisket, right? He just made this perfect brisket. He let it sit in the smoker for 7 days. Like usually they're like, we'll do 8 hours. He let 7 days go by. This thing was ready to go, And I'm scooting through and I smell this. It had this mesquite to it. And I'm like, someone's got some barbecue in the mo, right? I see this guy. I didn't recognize him because my eye, I'm a spider, I spider binocular the food. I see him holding brisket, right? Now, when I zoom back out and I can remember, he had this stupid freaking grin on his face, like, and he's ready to go. He's like, I got my, he's so excited, right? I was excited because I smell barbecue. This guy let out a screech like a 7-year-old girl. I was like, what happened? Are you in trouble? Do you need a spider mark situation? He's there, right? Yelling up. Spider mark! Ah, that was my brisket. I let it sit for 7 days. You did? Thank you. I'm eating it and chowing it down, sitting on the corner of a building. I was doing like the spider thing where I'm like, I'm eating the freaking brisket, right? And it's delicious, right? 7 days, aged. And I hear him screaming like from the ground, save me some! Are you kidding me? This is delicious. I can't save you some. That would be like criminal, to like save and share this. It's too good, sir. I'll tell you what, though, I'm going to go and take down the bank bandit. And I'll come back and I will finish this off. I'm going to leave it right here on this perch. I took down the bank bandit, right? And all I could think about was that friggin' barbecue, that brisket, And so I get back. I'm zippy-zappy zooing, right? What do you know? This freaking guy, he's on the roof. He's got like this weird, like, bed linen situation going where he's hooked up like 8 bedspreads together and he's got a hook at the very bottom of it and he's lowering it down to try to grab his brisket back because I left it there on the corner, and so he's going down. As I'm zippy zooming, I'm like, what's going on over there? Is that like someone got a crane? Like, what are we doing? I see this stupid guy. He's going, he's thinking he's getting his brisket, I shot a spider web so fast. Sometimes you can shoot him fast. I shot it so fast at his friggin' face. Boom. He goes back, drops the thing. It goes down, misses my brisket. My brisket. Shoo, shoo, shoo. I went and took that brisket, and I'm eating away again. Just took down the bank bandit. Up above me, Derek! He's trying to like throw things at me. I'm just going shooting it with freaking spider webs. One of them he threw was like a rock, right? And I could hear it coming. Spider mark. I shot the spider web back up, and I dislodged said web into the rock as it was coming towards me. This is split second stuff, guys. I saw it all happen, and then I made it happen, okay? And then zippity zoo, this rock goes back up, hits him in the nog. Look, you don't throw a rock at Spider Mark and not, expect like some sort of, response, like, the same rock back in your nog. This is what happens, when you try to throw anything at a super. Anyway, best brisket I ever had in my life. I could not believe the message this friggin' guy left in the Facebook group. He creates the new one. Spider Mark keeps stealing my food. I'm already pissed, right? Because I don't want to hear about it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm out there taking down villains. When I go and I smell a friggin' brisket, you better hold it up. Like, Spider Mark, look, I got some brisket. Do you want some brisket? You try to hide that brisket? Hold it under your friggin' shirt? Do one of these? That's when you get an extra Spider Mark in the face. Yeah. I'm sorry, but brisket is my thing. That's my jam. If you're gonna make a friggin' brisket and you do a 7-day aging process on that brisket, you better believe if Spider Mark is in the vicinity, you are no longer holding that brisket, and it is halfway into my belly at that point. And I'm sitting on the perch, looking down at you as you cry and screech like a 7-year-old girl. Now, the message this guy left.
This is the second time that Spider Mark has taken my food. I made this brisket. I heard this recipe and I decided to go a 7-day instead of 8 hours. And I could not wait. I made the perfect brisket. It was so tender, and I just took a tiny little taste of it before I put it into the packet. I was ready to take it home and eat it. And friggin' Spider Mark took it away from me, and I'm watching him eat it. I think I saw him laughing at me, actually. And what a jerk. I can't believe it. You know what? I wish he would just leave Metropolis. I can't stand him. You know what? This is the last time I'm going to make a brisket either. Thanks, Spider Mark.
I only heard thanks. That's all I heard. I mean, I'm reciting what was there because I'm Spider Mark, but all I heard in that entire diatribe of blah, 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 was thank you, Spider Mark. I just simply responded, you're welcome. When you're out there solving crimes and taking down bad guys, you need to nourish. You need to take a friggin' brisket every once in a while. That's just, what is expected. I think if everybody looked in their mortgages, you would see that there's a clause. You may be spider marked at some point. You're there at home. You're like, oh, honey, I just made the perfect turkey dinner for, you just had such a great night. You're such a great day. You're such a great husband. And, we're here in this house. It's our first home together. We're trying to make a baby. And I just want to make you a really, really awesome turkey dinner with some gravy and some mashed potatoes. You got spider marked, though, You called your husband, you went in the other room to be like, oh, I wanted to. You told that whole message about the, I just wanted to do this because you're such a great husband and we're making you, right? You turn around and walk back in the room. I got a quarter of it already down. Oh my goodness. onto a wing. I'm in the middle. Like, you came in the room, and I had the leg. At that point, I'm like, I'm in the middle of chowing a leg, you know? You're like, what are you doing in my house? You read your freaking mortgage. You got spider marked. I said, call your husband right now. You tell him there's no freaking turkey dinner. Don't bother rushing home. Spider marked. She left me a doozy in the Facebook group. This is like, I don't know. I felt kind of bad on that one because it was like, we're trying to make a baby, and she referenced that actually in her Facebook message, and it was a group message to the Spider Mark Stole My Food, and she said, should I start a new subgroup? Spider Mark broke into my home and stole my turkey dinner, and then there was a couple replies from a few other people. And they said, what do you mean Spider Mark's broke into your house? Like, I know on the streets he steals, our food. He's a real jerk. But he broke into your house? Like, what are we talking about here? And the response came back, yeah, I'm there. I called my husband. I said, look, I just made you this perfect turkey dinner. I can't wait because we're trying to make a baby. And, you're such a good husband because you work hard so I can try to, make the baby for you. And we're doing things, first house situation. And, Spider Marked. He came like, I come back in the room. He's there. He's got like, half the turkey was gone already. It was like there was no, where'd the turkey go? I don't know how fast this guy eats, but this is quite ridiculous. Then the response back was like, you know what? Yeah, I can get it. I saw him a few times take my food, and he just like literally throws it down in 15 seconds. You're like, how do you eat that quick? And then you're like, hey, super. He's a Spider Mark, And then they're all like, we just hate him. We should make a poll, like how crappy is Spider Mark? And from 0 to 100, and so everybody said 100, and I said I got in there. I went in there and I just said, look, I smelled your turkey dinner. I was casing a villain who happened to be staying nearby, and sorry if I have spider sense, and I could smell a tasty turkey dinner, when it's in the oven, and when I get a sniff of gravy and mashed potatoes, and then with the turkey, you better believe that I'm going there, and I am, it's salvage at that point. Like you go in there and you just salvage situation. You're like, oh, sorry, this must be, for me, it has to be taken out of this domicile, and salvage it, just take it away. And, you could call it donate, I guess, if you want to say that. But basically what's mine is, potentially could be yours, but it's mine, and if it comes down to a tasty turkey situation with gravy and mashies, yeah, that happened. So, I just felt, I said, look, I feel kind of bad about that one, because your mashed potatoes were not as good as advertised. Yeah. It smelled better than they really were. When I went in to eat those freaking mashies and there was like clumps in the mashies, I was like, what kind of wife is this? Like she's going to give mashies to her husband. She's like, you're such a good husband. You can't spend an extra couple minutes, blending those mashies and making them smooth around the edges. I don't want to be, taking in a mashed potato situation and they're not mashed. They're like crumbled potatoes with some cream sauce. It's gross. I didn't ask for au gratin. But when you do it, right? Mashies and the gravy, you masked the fact that you did not blend and you did not, you got to get all the friggin' lumps out of that potato, You shouldn't even serve it unless it's smooth, like a, yogurt situation, but not as gross. You know what I mean? You don't want to be liquidy. You can't do a liquid potato situation. Like drinking it like I made a potato milkshake. Ugh, that's disgusting. You want to eat a potato milkshake? Yeah, that was the worst idea ever. We opened up a new store called Potato Milkshakes Are Us that went out of business in 6 hours. Everybody's like, are you freaking kidding me? Potato milkshakes? That's the dumbest thing. No, we do au gratin. What? You're doing potatoes au gratin milkshakes? What are we talking about here? I tried it, though. I went in and I was like, look, I'll try a potatoes au gratin milkshake. I want to see how good this is. The worst thing about it is it tasted exactly like potatoes au gratin. That was the worst thing about it, you know? Because nobody wants a milkshake to taste like potatoes au gratin, I said to the guy when I threw the milkshake in his friggin' face. Look, you can't give Spider Mark a milkshake with potatoes au gratin, and that milkshake is lumpy or it tastes like friggin' potatoes au gratin. Because I don't want cold, milky ice cream goodness tasting like potatoes au gratin. That's a miss on your part. You couldn't do like, ooh, Fruity Pebble, whatever, marshmallow situation. We did another one. It was sardine milkshakes with, crumbled stoopy. What is that? I don't know. I just made it up. Never heard of a stoopy before, but sometimes you make up a new thing. When you got a stoopy, and you're sharing it with people, like sometimes I'm like, did you see them sharing their stoopy? Freak is going on? Like, I would never share my stoopy. That's mine. You don't share your stoopy with somebody else. You keep that, like private. When you start showing people your stoopy, they start comparing stoopies. And that's not a good thing either. You don't want someone comparing their stoopy to your stoopy. And then all of a sudden, someone's looking really stoopy. When you're representing the Stoopy Nation and everybody has a Stoopy that they're proud of, but they just don't know how to share that Stoopy with the world, that's where we come in. We're giving you the confidence to stand up proud and show people your Stoopy. You just have to be ready to do it. Because at the end of the day, Miyagi-san! Darn it! I thought I had him. But at the end of the day, a stoopy is only as impressive as somebody else believes it is. So, then you got people talking. Did you see that stoopy? Are you kidding me? That was like the craziest stoopy I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, I know. They're talking stoopies over there. This one over there is talking about like doing a stoopy situation. Over there, this one's got like a stoopy that it's a little like, it's a stumpy stoopy, if that's a thing. Like it's a very stumpy stoopy. And, so these couple girls are chuckling about the stumpy stoopy over there. And look, you have to remember that a stoopy is not something you share with another. Okay. You keep that to your friggin' self. You want to get into trouble? You want to have people laugh at you because your stoopy's not as big as that guy's or hers is, whatever. This is 2021. We don't know what the hell's going on anymore. But they're all, doing this new stoopy thing. It's a TikTok trend. They're all on TikTok doing an FYP stoopy. Hey, check out my stoopy. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Don't stoopy anybody. And then all of a sudden you put the spotlight on them and you're like, that's what your stoopy's like? That's just too much, By Menon. Holy freaking cow, a stoopy situation? That's a bit right there, God almighty. Not kidding yourself, holy freaking cow. Stoopy? Don't show your stoopy off in public. That's just crazy. I want to play this because this song is freaking rocking. I just dropped this yesterday. They got more coming. Let's get a little music in before the end of the show.
This week at Macy's, get an extra 20% off your trademark fall look and save on the
I hear you calling out. I hear you screaming. I hear you screaming out. Screaming out. You're looking for someone to save you. Someone to placate you. Tell you what you want to hear. More that, yeah, you're feeding me lies, yeah. Telling me not to live from what's making me feel alive. There's no telling why. Unless you start searching, unless you start digging deeper down the rabbit hole. No matter where you go, you deviate off the course, cause you can't get closer to the source. Yeah, they're pushing you down further down the way. You say, is this real? It can't be, no way. And you start questioning everything you see. I'll be here forever. It's the name of the game these days. Get the to question everything. You see, it's a misinformation game. It's a war, World War III. It's coming for you and me. We can't get away from the negativity. It's part of the disease. Yeah, they call it a virus. The virus is the media. Yeah, and what you're listening to is digging in at you. People care about me. 2021, don't you see? No matter what you think you know nothing, yeah, 'cause they're holding everything in. Fake on the surface, yeah, I'm woke. Are you? I don't think you misspoke, yeah, you ain't nothing, yeah, you can't figure out a thing. I'll be here forever. Yeah, I'll be here forever. Question everything they see. Question everything they hear. Just build the fear. Yeah, mongering all the way. Big tech just suppressing everything they see. You know I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna send another bomb at you. Yeah. You can try to keep me down, but the people will let it out. I'll be here forever. can't stop the Renaissance Man show. No, I'm gonna show every night we're gonna blow your negativity out the door, yo. I'll be here forever. Yeah, I'll be here forever. They spin it round and round and round, keep us confused and going round, round and round. We can't see a thing, yeah, grabbing every direction, cause we're falling over dizzy from all the spinning they've been giving for our whole lives. We've been stuck in this perpetual course, and there's no stopping, no. But now we can see what's going on for the first time in forever, and they're getting scared. Yeah, they're shutting us down. But guess what? They can't keep us down forever, no. Cause I'll be here forever. Stop the course. It's meant to come to fruition. I'll be here, I'll be here, yeah, I'll be here forever. I'll be here forever.
Another awesome show, fam. Always sad to go. 2 hours and 3 minutes into this one. But we rocked this one out. A lot of comedy tonight. So share. Let people know we're here every single night. And you will be the impact in order to get people to arrive and to join us and laugh, feel something again. There's a new Project Veritas video. Can't wait to go check it out. I'm going to go look at it right now. And I appreciate you guys so much. Remember, nothing in this world is so bad that you can't show up here to get some positivity every day. Just break away from it. So I want to thank Bradley Smith, Christine Seidman for all of your hard work in order to help people see the show. Cognizant, retard. I can't say that fully, but Cognizant, thank you, my friend, for kicking it with us all night. Jacqueline Grace, you rock. Kathleen Danford. Now it's all in the past. Keith Henry, my partner in crime with the Leachy situation. Trish Killian, our unbelievably awesome music supporter who's purchased every album. Also, Jacqueline Grace has purchased every album. I'm making those albums for Jacqueline. I will be making hard disc albums. If you are somebody who likes to listen to CDs, shoot me an email, mp@markpires.com, and let me know, and I will make up some for you as well while I'm making Jacqueline's. And we're going to do something new also. When I have top supporters on the show, when it comes to for example, there's the membership and then also Patreon. So top Patreon supporter, top member here on YouTube as well. Also, I think I would do multiple of these, but I'm going to be giving away the album of the month to those people. So something we're going to be throwing around, some ideas coming up. I spoke to someone, I told you, Joe from LA, really cool guy, had some great ideas. So if we can get the songs out there, and I think the way it's going to be is not necessarily CDs too. The way it will be is once a month I'm going to send all the songs and the picture of the disc, email it over to you, Dropbox it to you, and you can just take the songs and you can listen to them, you can share them, you can do whatever you want, and we'll get them out into the world, So we'll be doing that. Anyway, you guys are so awesome. I just want to thank you again. So let me go through the list. Looks like it got a little bigger. So Vance, my friend, Pamela Swan, Keith Henry, Modoc Rough Stock. I was about to play the song, but it's getting late. Kathleen Danford, Juniper Berries, Jacqueline Grace, Cognizant, Christine Seidman, and Bradley Smith. Oh, guys, can I suggest something? I don't know if I can... Oh, you know what? Maybe see if I can do this real quick. If you guys can do me a favor, right after this broadcast, I'm giving you my Telegram. if you guys can go on Telegram and just sign up on my page, I'm going to be sending out a note every night I go live, and every time I have a clip up, I'm going to say we're premiering right now, just so you know, because YouTube will not let you know, but this will be a way that I can let you know every single time that we're live. So if you can make it, you pop in for a premiere. If you can't, that's fine, but at least you know it's going on. And it's something we haven't been able to do this point, but a few people know about it, and I just haven't been able to get a lot of people to know about the Telegram, so here it is right now. I'm giving you the link. If you click that right there, Miyagi situation, if you click that right there, you should be able to go over and subscribe to the Renaissance Man Telegram page, which is going to keep us all in the loop. It's like a Discord, but I don't use Discord. We have family members here that do, so hopefully they can do the same thing there and let people know when a clip is premiering, etc. But like I said, you guys are doing such a great job, all of you mods. Christine Seidman is like unbelievable. Every time I turn around, she's posting a new clip. She's sharing it with a friend, and she's passing along content that could help me create more content, and that's really amazing. It's been helpful, and I want to thank you, Christine, and anybody else out there that you know, if you're helping out. If you shoot me a note, let me know if you've made any contact with anybody. If you have anybody you'd like to see on the show, if you'd like to have me interview anybody, musicians, scientists, doctors, physicists, whatever, engineers, anything, I'd love to start interviewing people here on a daily basis. We're live every day. Let's do an interview every day. So if you watch other shows, you're connected with other shows, if you're a mod on other shows, and you're friendly with other shows, let them know a couple things. I would love to be involved in any way possible, whether it's bring some comedy to them, inspirational content to them, or I'm happy to write a song for anybody you get me together with. So, for example, Wages. We wrote a song for Wages World. I know Wages has used it as his intro a fair amount of times. I'll write a song for anybody that you get me, involved with. If they come on my show, or have a chance to, or I'm happy to go on anybody's show as well. I think the way we grow this show is if I can get onto other shows. If I can go in and do a Zoom and be on someone else's show and give some commentary on something, we may get some of those people who want to come over and hang out with us. That's how a lot of people from my brother Brian Stavely's family came over and joined us. Wages, my brother. Ryushin had a couple people that came over as well, and Brian Hartwig, and I think that's the way it needs to go. Like, we need to help each other, especially when we're trying to beat a system, So I look forward, freaking Bruce Lee situation. Look forward to tomorrow, guys. We do this all over again. Juniper, I see you. If I missed you, I don't think I did. It looks like I got everybody. Anna Treos in the house. When you got an Anna Treos situation going on, we don't miss it. Kathleen Danford, I didn't miss you either, so don't get fresh. Don't get fresh. Oh, my goodness. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you so much. There are lots of links down below. You could see my Patreon. You could see my other channels. But supporting the show, you could do that by buying an album, too. Go to iTunes. There are currently 9 albums from 2021. This song's on, too. You got to go away. You got to go away. That's a ghost story right here I wrote about. Literally a ghost story. It's totally crazy, called Go Away right now. It's on album 5 or 6. But every song that we released this year has got some crazy loop to it. You got to go away. Like, that stuff's out there, guys. Go over and check it out on iTunes, and hit us up on Telegram so we can go in there and we can keep you in the loop, okay? And remember, this is a show that will be live every day forever, so I appreciate you coming out and joining me. Rumble it. Go and check us out on Rumble, just in case if we get booted here, because everybody's blowing it out right now for no reason. We don't say anything that's controversial, I don't believe, except for during the songs, but I'm singing. I can't stop expressing myself through song. Sorry. Miyagi! I freaking got that one! Oh, he thought he was slick. He tried to do his kamikaze on me. That's what happens sometimes. You get slapped down in the kamikaze situation. Famine friends. So tomorrow, Cognizant, I'm glad that you came to check us out, because I think they took me the wrong way, that group. It's funny. I had one buddy, Paul, who was only live with us
I don't know what happened to Paul. Paul's like randomly was sending me notes. He's like, I'm still here. And he just pops in and watches. But Paul one day said, you should do Mark in the Ark. And I was like, it's been done, like the Jim Carrey, Steve Carell. But just because I like Paul and I appreciate Paul, I did it the next day. Like, that's what I'll do for this family. Like, you guys give me a suggestion that you want to see, and I'll try it, And so we did 3 episodes, and I think for a few days, like, a bunch of those people were like, oh, you're copying. I'm like, I don't know who anybody is. Like, you guys, I think you could probably know that by now. I've been live for 1,010 days in a row. I put on 2+ hours every day. I edit my content every day so I can release it for you. And I'm a real estate agent. That's how I make money. I don't watch anybody else's content. I don't have time. And honestly, I don't want to watch anybody else's content. Nothing else out there gets me, like, interested. I'm not trying to be rude. I mean, I love Wages. I love Ron and EMA because I'm learning about a specific thing. But when it comes to comedy, when it comes to music, this is what I tune into. This program. Myself. Because I don't get it anywhere else. And I can't live in it when I'm doing it for you. Like, the only way I can experience what happened tonight with Hammerlin Jamison is if I go back and watch Hammerlin Jamison. Because when I'm being Hammerlin Jamison, I can't appreciate the nuances. I have no idea what I did really. I forget the whole thing. Because it's in the freaking moment. And that's the difference with this show, and I believe everything else on the planet, is that I'm not afraid to come out here for 1,010 days with no script, 2 hours and 13 minutes into this, and just keep going. I don't have a shortage of content to discuss or to play or songs to write. Now, I don't make any money for this, but I'm born to do this. So I'm going to show up every day, and I'm going to keep doing it for you guys. I'm going to keep working to make money in real estate so I could show up here and be with you as often as possible for a few hours every day. And they almost beat me down the other day. I was thinking about it. 1,000 days, and then I went on and I just had like a bad night. I mean, after 1,000 days, you do an 8.5-hour feed, and then on day 8,000 or 1,001, I was just like, man, I don't know, maybe I'm done with this. Like, when you get to a point, you've been doing this for 1,000 days, and you can't get your numbers to go anywhere. I don't think it's the content. It's just a matter of YouTube not allowing anybody to know about it and not sharing it. So, if I was really like heartbroken about that, I would have either stopped on day 1,000 or I would have stopped a lot longer ago than day 1,000. So I had an 8.5-hour show, and then I came out and did another 2 hours the next day. That's stupid. I should have just done like a half hour or whatever. Should have done a 4-hour show on day 1,000. But regardless, you can't go backwards. But it took a toll on me, and I was drained and totally, I would say, burned out. I was burned out on day 1,001, and I was like, I think I'm done with the streak. I think I'm going to quit. Not the show, but I'm going to quit the streak, and I'll do a show once a week. Every Saturday. And maybe people will find more of an interest to want to go and see, oh, Mark's on, it's just Saturdays and not every freaking day for 2 hours. And like, maybe I'll do a half-hour show every day, and then we'll do long shows on the weekends. Well, that was the first thought, but now we're here 2 hours and 14 minutes in. 2 hours and 15 minutes in. So, I'll keep showing up. I'll keep busting my tail to sell real estate. I love all comedians. I love all music. I have nothing but respect for people that create. As somebody who continues to be a constant content creator, I love anybody that's out there creating. So, Richard Burnish, anybody out there that's creating, I have nothing but the highest respect for. Because this is, everybody's expressing themselves. And that's a beautiful thing. And when you're in a world where people will not do that anymore, they're afraid to do that. They're afraid to be ridiculed, to take a misstep, and for someone to smash them down to the ground because it's just not good enough, buddy. When I see somebody out there just trying to do something unique and different, God freaking bless, go do it. Because this world there's no shortage of people willing to quit. I'm looking for people to show me their fire and to show up. Don't give up.
So, even though I was down on that day and I used this family, this amazing family here, to lift myself back up, I'm energized. I'm ready to do another 1,000, guys. And I don't care if it's just the 10 of us. I'm doing it. But if you do believe this show deserves more people, and it deserves to have more people live so we could really get into it and start really interacting, spread the word. If you're part of a Discord group, spread the word. If you're part of a family that likes to watch content online, tell them to join us. Keith Henry's daughter, Kitty Cat, is now with us. She's part of the family. Day 5 today, she came back. Jim Loring, I think he's on day like 121 or 122 in a row. Do you know how much that means to me? That even though we're sitting here with this, Jim Loring has come back over 100 days in a row to watch the show. Cognizant being here, it's awesome. Look, we're here in order to help everybody connect to each other. And yeah, there's ways to, and there's content out there where you can watch people get ripped down, and it's about the negative side of comedy or whatever, but not here. Here we live in the moment and we write funny stuff that is goofy, and it just gets you to forget about the crappy world we're living in for a few minutes, a few hours every day. And personally, this is why I tune into it after the show, Miyagi, in order to get my fill. It's funny, my wife will sometimes be like, you listen to your own music? You listen to their own comedy? Like, what do you... She's like, Sting doesn't do that. Like, I don't freaking care what Sting does. I'm very proud of my work. I'm very proud of the fact that there was nothing and now there's something. Anybody could sit down with a pen and paper and a guitar and make a song. Can you do it live on any topic and then have it be a decent song? That is something I've never seen. I've always wanted to see. I wish, when I was a huge fan of other musicians, I wish I had seen that. I could have just gone and seen them just sit there, write songs that are powerful songs about society or whatever, about truth. I wish I could have seen that. Doesn't exist. Even the ones that do it now, they write the stuff first. It's not coming off the top. It's not freestyle. This show is freestyle. 1,010 days in a row without one iota of where we're going from the top, except for we start the show and we say it's the Renaissance Man Show. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state. And let's freaking get into it. And then we go. 1,010 days. We did 8.5 hours the other day. I love doing this. Even if I never make a penny my entire life doing this, I love doing this with you guys. And we need to do the things that we love, or else we cannot pinpoint happiness. We can never find our own happiness, and we'll constantly be comparing others' happiness to ours. Once you can connect to the beauty of you and what you could offer this world, then your focus will be on your own happiness, and you'll no longer compare yourself to others. This is the most important lesson in life. Everybody's on their own path, and everybody has a uniqueness to them. And it could be very, very alluring and also very jarring to witness it, especially when you haven't uncovered yours yet. You're watching this ferociously animalistic, but also extremely detailed, focused. It doesn't make sense because nothing else is like it. And you're like, oh my goodness, I'm enamored by that. I want that. But no. Appreciate that. If you're able to value that and see the positive in it and not try to tear it down out of jealousy, but to support it in appreciation, that is how you get closer to understanding your own. It's the people who see something that is better than something that they can do, or something that
they don't understand and they wish that they had some sort of a connection to, and they want to rip it down out of a negativity. Those are the people who continue on a vicious negative cycle. It's the ones who say, man, I wish I could do that. You know what? I'm going to share the freaking hell out of that. That is cool. Not, oh, I'm not going to share because I can't do it. You see the feeling of just that alone? Man, that's so cool. I got to share the hell out of that. We're filled with a world of people that aren't willing to step away from what's considered cool, you know, and be different, on the really truly different. They're so caught up in society's freaking crap hold right now. And it's not getting any better, guys. It's getting scarier, so show up here so we can try to drop some of it. We can try to forget a bit, you know, just for a little while. I see another freaking fly. You gotta be kidding me. I'm getting a freaking exterminator out here tomorrow. Miyagi situation! I got another one. You don't do a freaking kamikaze on the Renaissance Man. He's lucky I didn't take out my rapier. I was gonna rapier him. Imagine if I rapiered that freaking Fly Lee. Who needs a chopstick? I'm using rapiers. Renaissance Man. I wish people understood, you know, when you're a Renaissance Man, you've got rapiers ready to go at any given time. You're just rapier situation. I could also use it to cut up a pizza, Leonardo style. No, not Leo Marco. That was Leonardo from. Actually, no, I was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I was also Leo Marco from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Michelangelo as well. You guys didn't remember that? Kind of getting sick of reminding you of all the people I was. Freddie Mercury. Galileo, 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 Figaro. Freddie Mercury. When I was up on that stage, Freddie Mercury style in it, you know? I slicked my hair back for that performance mustache. I had almost like a Hammerlin Jamison mustache on for that one. You know, and the crowd was loving me. They're like, yeah, Freddie Mercury, you're amazing. I said, look, this may be my last performance, guys, but I'll be back again as a different Mark. You'll recognize it because it will be freaking phenomenal. You'll be like, holy cow, Abraham Mark Lincoln. That wasn't when I didn't sing as Abraham Mark, though. I just solved the whole slavery thing, you know. Emancipation Marklamation? A Marxipation Proclamation? I can't think of it. A Marxipation Proclamation? A Marxipation Proclamation? Emancipation Proclamation situation of 1863? Some people were calling it, you know, the Emancipation Proclamation because I was Abraham Mark, and they're like, we should put your name into it. Abraham Mark's Education Proclamation, whatever. You remember? It was a long time ago, 1863, guys. You know, 150 years, 148 years. You should know this. 158 years. Long time ago, fam. A long freaking time ago. But look, tomorrow, fam, friends, we do it again. Bradley, Anna, Cognizant, Kathleen, MODOK, and the Infinite F. Look, Hammerlin Jamison made an appearance tonight. Make sure you go back to watch it. The cut was even better than what you're going to see tomorrow because the cut is what you're going to see tomorrow, plus some commentary with Hammerlin on the top of Hammerlin. I'll drop that later in the week. Someone remind me. Hey, another one? No, but it's flying in here. Someone know who am I terminexing it? I don't know. Figuring it out. Anyway, fam and friends, until tomorrow when we do it all over again. It's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. You got to go away.